Yes, my boys Kizan here, back with another Dokkan video. And a bit different on this video, where I am going to be going over 3 units, or 3 LRs, sorry, that I think definitely do need a new linking partner. Because trust me when I say that linking partners kind of mean everything for Dokkan LRs. Like, even especially now with the link changes, it's even more important. And there are some good LRs, honestly, that just are a bit let down because they don't have that good linking partner to go alongside them. Now, I'm going to go over 3 of them. If you agree with me, that's okay. But if you don't agree with me, definitely let me know in the comments, or if I miss out an LR that you thought I was going to talk about out of the 3, let me know down in the comments as well. So before I get into this, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more Dokkan goodness, or Legends goodness, whichever one you're here for. And let's jump into it. But before I do, I just want to give an example, like an example of a unit that was really bad before, but is actually pretty good now. So LR Bardock is actually going to be my example of a unit that is now amazing because of a linking partner. Now, this guy was not the best, he was not on much categories, but now if we can check the links, he links up with 6 links with the Team Bardock, essentially, the LR Team Bardock, and you know, they're getting some good stuff. You're getting, you know, Samurai Race, Saiyan Pride, Legendary Power, and what's even more is they work really well on the Space Traveling Warriors team. So, because of this, I would say that LR Bardock has been saved, and he's now one of the better LRs now. I would definitely say he's jumped up in the tier list purely because of this change here and the arrival of the Team Bardock. So that is going to be my example of what I expect to talk about. And without further ado, let's jump into number 3, and hopefully you don't kill me for this one. Let's find out what it is. Okay, my guys, at number 3 we have LR Oob from the Battlefield Ultimate Clash shop, and he is number 3 on my list, and I will definitely talk about why. So Oob is a really weird unit in the fact that he does, like, you know, he's not the best unit out of all the Battlefield ones. He's kind of one of the worst, but I think that kind of goes into him just not having anybody to properly link with. And now that is not exactly his fault, because if you have a look at his link set, it is a really weird link set. You know, we got stuff like Tough as Nails. I mean, there isn't that much GT units already, but then Cold Judgment, Revival, also Infighter. All these links are things that you don't usually see on a unit that often. And what makes it even worse is that when you do transform him into Majub, he changes 4 links. 4 links, which is ridiculous because it's so hard to find him a linking partner for this stage. So when you go to this stage, that linking partner will not be there. You know, these changes links. He's a totally different unit. And the problem is, because of this, is not like he transforms after 3 turns or something. You need to get to 40% HP or less. And for any guys out there with into LR Cell, you know how difficult it is to get your HP that low. So more than likely you are not going to be transforming. Now, if we have a look at the linking partners for him in his base form, you know, when he is just LR Oob, he has nothing. Like, the highest links he shares with someone is 3, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, LR Goku, I mean, there's no GT category that would ever put them together. They are on Kamehameha, but for 3 links you don't really want to do that. He shares 3 links with himself, which you'll never see anyways. And, you know, there's all these units you're pretty much never going to get activated. Now, I do know once he does turn into Majub, his link set is actually pretty good. Like, if I have a look here, bang, he shares 6 links with somebody, which is crazy. But you gotta realize, you don't get that until you hit under a certain amount of HP, which you just will not see. You just will not get that often. So, and this guy is not that bad actually. If you throw him on I would say a bond of master and disciple team, this is probably the best place for him. I'm not going to lie, you throw him on this and you should see a bit of some good results here. Now, he's not going to be the best, but he'll definitely come through, you know, if you do want to have a fun rotation. But as I said before, there's not much you could do with him at the moment. I mean, the other team you could probably put him on is maybe Saviors at a guess, because I guess on this team you do get access to Super Tech TN, which will give him the key plus 3 attack and defense 50%. This is probably his best linking partner, just purely off that buff itself. But other than that, yeah, so Oob is going to be my number 3 on this list. I honestly have not even got him because he just links up so wonky. I mean, if that was fixed, maybe I could use him more with maybe a new unit from the GT Saga around the Baby Saga maybe. I don't know what he can get with that. Maybe a different boo or something? We'll have to find out. But anyways, on to number 2, my guys. And number 2 on my list is going to be LR Krillin with the Raging Killer move. Now, this guy is actually pretty good. Like, he's a cool ass unit, and honestly, it's just a shame people can't use him as much as people would like to, and I'm going to talk about why that is. So, first of all, yes, he does have like base passive skills, like they're solid numbers, they're not percentages, which I guess does affect his damage quite a bit. But remember that he always raises attack on his 12 key, and his 18 key raises attack and defense, so he's always stacking up his attack, which is, you know, that means his attack can go as high as you want essentially, which is really nice in some long events, because you don't need to be hitting 8 million on the first turn essentially when they've only got like 2 million HP. So this guy is a really fun option, and you know, he's a free to play LR that most people farm, but again, people can't use him because of these link skills. Now, you must think there's got to be a unit that has close to these links. Well, there is, but he's kind of useless. So let's have a look at my boy's links and then categories. So this is LR Krillin here, his links. And now the only one he really links up closely to is this baseball Yamcha, which nobody would ever think of using. Nobody would ever use this guy, ever, which is kind of sad. And after that, it's a lot of units, yeah, but it's only 3 links he shares with them. Only 3 links, which is just not enough. I mean, surely we're going to get some more Saiyan Saga support, maybe a new Saiyan Saga category. I would like to find somebody that does link up quite well with this guy. I mean, with LRTN, just 3 links, and they're not even that good, crazy good. Well, TN's pretty hard to link up with anyways, but it's just a shame because it's part of a massive, like one of the first kicking off Dragon Ball Z sagas, and he's just got no one to really go with. I mean, more than likely, yes, Battle of Wits probably is going to be his best team right now, but he's got no linking partners on either side of any category, so that is quite annoying. I mean, yes, he's not your go-to unit to run, but he may be used a bit more if he does have a proper linking partner, a bit like LR Oob. Like, I would use Oob, like, I do like using the LR Babidi and the Bora because I've got a linking partner for them. If I had a linking partner for this Krillin, then maybe he would be used a bit more, you know, could make a nice rotation. Say if we get a new Kid Gohan, or like Kid Gohan and Krillin from the Saiyan Saga that has most of these Z Fighters. Turtle School, maybe we do need to see, like, I don't know, Goku with that maybe, I don't know. But to get at least 5 of these links with an alright unit, I mean, yes, you can use this guy, but I'm talking about linking partners that are proper good. I don't want to, like, having a linking partner that you will never use technically is not a linking partner at all. So get a Z Fighter, you can get, like, I don't know, Chaozu, or it could be a Yamcha again from the Saiyan Saga. Just make it a better one. Make it a better one, give him like at least 5 of the links. You know, you can definitely get some links thrown in there, and then yeah, that could be a deadly duo. Because the Saiyan Saga will come eventually, guys, and when it does, I want to have a lot of variety when it comes to the rotation. So this guy is one I want to throw in. And when it comes to number 1, most of you guys can already guess who it's going to be. Number 1 on my list, let's go. Okay, and at number 1 on my list of 3, I'm throwing in LR, Broly, Chile, and Lemo. Most of you guys would have guessed this, but this guy, man, is just in a bad spot, and it's not his fault. It's not their fault. It's literally they've got no one to support their really convoluted passive. I'm going to get into that. So basically they brought out this Broly, Chile, and Lemma, which came as a surprise to all of us. Yes, it did. But this is the problem. Their links are so out of there. And especially like they've got stuff like solid support, you know, Brainiacs, and you don't find most of these links anyways on the teams they are on. They are movie bosses and joint forces. So at the moment, they just have nobody. I mean, I could check their linking partners right here. But like, look, yeah, Vados, linking partner, 5 links. But no categories at all. Does it even matter? And then the main part about this unit is it doesn't matter how good their linking partner is. Their linking partner also needs to make orbs. That is their main focus. They need a linking partner that can honestly make physical orbs that would make this guy an actual crazy broken LR. At the moment, let's see what else they have over here. I mean, 4 links. Yeah, they have got some joint forces they could probably go with, but again, it does not work. It does not work. I mean, you wouldn't put it with Intmai or anything. The way it stands is, if this guy is not with an orb changer, this guy does nothing. This guy actually does nothing. You could probably get better chance putting this guy with Virus or something just for that orb change. And it's a shame because this guy worked correctly, like, you know, when he actually does get quite a few physical orbs, does some increasingly good damage. Increasingly good. So what I would love to see for this unit is probably, instead of this unit, you want to put a Chile and a Lemo card maybe, but then that comes up with a problem. Like, would that unit have big bad bosses? Because this unit doesn't look like it should have big bad bosses anyways, because they're kind of like friendly, but they've got big bad bosses. So they're going to need a unit that has big bad bosses and also changes orbs. That's kind of how they need. And it's got to fit on their category too. And you know, hopefully they can get some more of the other links in there. Brainiacs would be nice, solid support. So if they had like even if it's a standalone Chile or Broly and Chile, just 2 out of these 3 together to make the linking partner would be perfect, because then it could get thrown on movie bosses and joint forces. Also, more than likely movie bosses, because joint forces just, you know, ain't the best of teams. It's really not the best of teams. So yeah, that is gonna be just 3 LRs that I think do need some new linking partners as of now. There are some units that have linking partners that aren't that good, but they still do have linking partners anyway, so I thought it's best not to talk about them yet. And let me know if there are any other top lists you may want to see of me. And that is it, boys. So like, if you do like Dokkan Legends content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. This is Kizan, and I'm going to bounce out. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.